Hey, thanks for checking out this instructional video for Play Like Me's Songwriter's Piano, Grand Piano version, an easy-to-use app that lets people of all ages around the world play the most commonly used chords used in popular music, right on a simplified yet beautifully sampled piano that's played by me, Rob Wells. The Songwriter's Piano can be used by singers, songwriters, producers, lyricists, melody writers, music students, or anyone who wants to play and have access to piano chords right away without having to take years of piano lessons. The Songwriter's Piano can be used in studios, songwriting sessions, live performances, or anywhere. A songwriting session is only ever a touch away. So when you first launch the Songwriter's Piano, you're met with the main interface. You'll notice that the Songwriter's Piano doesn't have the traditional layout of a regular piano keyboard. That's because we wanted to make the keyboard as streamlined as possible while giving the user the feeling of looking at a piano. So we eliminated about half the keys. What remains are 9 keys that represent commonly used chords in popular music. You'll see that there are white keys and there are gray keys. The white keys are the most commonly used chords, while the gray keys are less common, but still used in a ton of songs. Here's a tiny bit of music theory for you. You'll notice that the Songwriter's Piano starts in the key of C. You'll also notice that the relative minor key is represented here as well under the key signature section. A minor is the relative minor key of C major, meaning the same chords you use for C major can also be used for A minor. That's it for the theory lesson, I promise. Let's start looking at the chords. You'll notice that the chord names are listed at the bottom of each key. If we're in the key of C major, the commonly used chords moving up the scale are C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B flat major, G major over B in the bass, and finally back to C. There are literally millions of songs that have been written with these chords in this key signature. Of course, we could add lots of other chords to this chordal family, but we decided to keep it simple and use the commonly used chords instead. You'll also notice that there's a number listed underneath the chord name. That's what we call in the music business the Nashville number system of naming chords. This is really helpful if someone tells you that they want you to play, for example, the 1, 4, 5, and 6 chords of C major. By looking at this keyboard, you'll be able to pick that out right away by pressing the keys that have those particular numbers, 1, 4, 5, and 6, which would be G major, F major, G major, and A minor, or the 1, 4, 5, and 6 chords. Let's say you don't want to play in C major. Let's say you want to play in G flat major. Well, it's as simple as pressing either one of the arrow keys in the key signature section of the interface to move to the key you're looking for. Let's scroll over to G flat major. You'll see that the chord names have now changed to correspond with the commonly used chords in popular music, but now in the keys of G flat major and the relative minor of E flat minor. The Nashville number system remains the same, as the 1, 4, 5, and 6 chords will now be G flat major, B major, D flat major, and E flat minor. You can also change up to 12 different key signatures, covering every chord you could ever need in popular music. That's not all. Each chord has been performed and sampled by me 4 times. Each time you play the same chord in a row, it will trigger a different sample, giving you a more realistic feel when playing a chord multiple times. There are also 3 variations of playing style provided in the Songwriter's Piano. The first variation is a basic style of playing chords, a lot like the Beatles on Hey Jude. The second variation is a little more colorful, adding some nice variations to each chord to make it more interesting. The third and final variation is the most colorful version, making you sound like a piano chord playing virtuoso. If you look in the bottom left-hand corner of the Songwriter's Piano, you'll notice 3 tiny lines. Press that and up will pop information about the app, news about the app, and links to interesting videos regarding songwriting and learning piano. And that's basically it. You know, I was told by lots of people over the years, Rob, the songs I could write if only I could play piano like you. That's why we made the Songwriter's Piano, so that people around the world could do just that. Our slogan is, play like me so you can write like you. And while this is a great tool for songwriters, I argue that this app can be used by many people other than that. That's the end of the video. I hope this was useful. If you have any questions or comments, please email us at info@playlikeme.ca. We'll be happy to help you out with anything regarding the Songwriter's Piano. Thank you so much for watching.